Hey, it's TK11697 here, and today we're going to do part 4 of building a Walt Trooper Factory TIE Pilot helmet. And today we're going to put the Mohawk on. Now the Mohawk is going to be, it should be at least 20 inches because the measurement from the front of the hemisphere to the back here is 20 inches. But you probably want to have it be about, I don't know, 22 or 23 inches to have something to grab onto that's not going to be glued on. It's going to wrap around like this, and we're going to glue that down. And what we're going to use is E6000. And I don't really care how good you think you are with CA glue. It is very, very hard to do it right with CA glue because you get one chance, and if it's even a little bit off, you'll ruin it. And you've got to do it in about 10 seconds before it dries. So just do E6000. It's going to take overnight to let it dry, but we've come this far, so why ruin it at the end anyway? Alright, so we're going to do this back to front, and the reason why we're going to do that is because if we're even a little bit off in the front, that's not going to be too huge a deal because it's going to be covered up at least partially by the trident. You're going to get a sheet of plastic along with your kit. We're going to measure it out to be about, I'd say anywhere between 2 1/4 to 3 inches in thickness, and like I said, about 22, 23 inches in length. You want to go with the shiny side up. There's usually a dull side and a shinier side. So use the shinier side. Make sure there's no significant scratches or nicks or anything in it, because if you're not going to paint your helmet, well, it's going to be there permanently, and all you're going to have is a polish. I would also say to get some Gorilla Tape and peel off maybe 8 to 10 strips, the width of the tape and about 1 inch in diameter. That way we can quickly put the tape on as we put the glue on, and it holds it in place. I've also got some magnets. Magnets work pretty good, but the tape really holds it in place. Word of warning about the tape: you will leave some glue residue behind, but if you have some isopropyl alcohol, you can see it here, we've got lights there. All you need to do is spray it on there, and with a cloth it should come right off. Then you shine the helmet after all the gluing's done, and you won't notice the tape was there at all. And of course the magnets you just do inside and outside, and I'll show you as I do it. So let's get our E6000. Oh, and what we're going to do with the E6000 is we're not going to do it right on the edge because we don't want it to spill out. So we're going to do it actually on the inside a little bit. And since it's going to go with the length of the helmet, we don't need to really put it on too thick. I mean, we're just going to cover a wide area with a thin bead of E6000. And we're not going to do the whole helmet at first either. Let's just do up to, say, this part here. Yeah, this part here should be good, and should have enough tape to hold that down. And later on we'll have to cover this this bottom part here. That's going to require a heat gun, or you're going to have to cut the plastic, although try doing it with heat first. It's certainly a lot easier. Hair dryer works, but if you have to cut it, you cut it. Alright, so let's put the glue on. Have a nice bead of glue going around the inside edge and across one of the pieces that we put on before to frame it out. Do the other side. E6000 dries very slowly, so if we need to make any adjustments we could do it. And we're probably going to have to leave it overnight. I'll even go up to this crossbar here. Why not? Could probably do the whole thing in one shot, but I don't want to be reckless. This is not my helmet. This is my sideburns helmet. I call it because the sideburns were cut a little short. I didn't build it. I just took it in trade. But somebody wants it, so So now we've got the helmet on, so the glue is on, it matches up pretty well. We just got to put the tape. And it's okay if it comes off a little. Like I said, E6000, it takes a while to dry, so we have some time to work with. We go down to here. This is why it's good that the tape pre-cut. Two pieces holding on pretty good, but we really want to make sure that it stays down the way we want it. So I'm going to use these next two pieces to really pull it down in the back here. Big piece here. Again, pushing down to make sure that there's not too much gap between the hemisphere and the Mohawk. And that's it. That said, if you can see clearly on the video, yeah, there is some tape on it, but it's held in place. As a matter of fact, there's really no reason to not go all the way. I feel like I could do it no problem. So it'll go down the front, we'll cut off this front part here, put the trident on, and that'll pretty much be the end of this portion of the video. So why don't we just do that, and I'll cut some more tape. Now I'll put some more glue, especially a lot right up front, because even if a little bit of glue comes out, the trident's going to cover it, so the front will go a little crazy with keeping it down. After all, you don't want it to come loose. So with that done, and say 4 more pieces of tape just to really hold it in place. Down like this, tape into place, and then just to really secure it, some more tape up here. And this Gorilla tape is really strong. It's stronger than duct tape. And there we go. Alright, so helmet's looking good. I'm going to trim off this piece here because I don't need it. I just wanted it as something to kind of hold on to. And so I don't need that much. So that's done. So I'm going to, of course, when it's done drying, I'm going to cut out more because the trident's going to sit a little further back. This back part here I want to keep because what we're going to do is we're going to put heat here and we're going to bend it down to cover this area here, and then that'll be it. That we could, once you bend it down, it's going to take shape. You just want to hold it, and you use CA glue for that. That's not a big deal. But that's it. I said the Mohawk will then go on top here once it's all done. It'll ride up higher once I cut off this extra part here, but it'll go on, and that'll be it for this. I mean, I might I'll ask the guy I'm building this for, see if we want to cut out these teeth here, and I'll cut out this. I originally was going to do a Baron Suntier fell, so I needed to keep this stuff in, but since I'm not doing that anymore, it's unnecessary. That is it. So we're just going to let this dry overnight, and the helmet is almost complete. Alright, see you next episode.